Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm finishing up an illustration that I actually sketched out a little while ago, and you probably do recognize that. I did a little sketch with me video, and yeah, it was just a little, alright video I guess, but here is the main video for this artwork. And I know I waited a long while to finish it, but that's because I was waiting until I could get my mixed media paper, because I really planned on using Copic markers and watercolour and pencil in the same illustration. So basically the whole idea behind this drawing is that this young woman here, she's floating through life basically, and this illustration is kind of depicting how she feels. And yeah, it's not a whole long story, but I thought it was just a cute little, drawing. And yeah, it was just kind of interesting to try and get a little, illustrative style on this, because I'm using pencils and to line the piece, obviously, but when you go over it with the markers, the pencils kind of disappear a little bit, and it looks really interesting because yeah, I just thought it was something different to try out. Now I've been told on Instagram that I should do a tutorial on hair, and I was thinking about doing that recently, and let me know below if you really want me to do that, because you guys obviously are the ones going to be watching it, so I thought, see what you guys think. And do others think I should do a little tutorial, probably scribble tips video on hair? Anyways, I first started using the markers on her hair, and I was just trying to keep sort of a red-pink theme to her hair. And yeah, this is just a little, sometimes I like to do bright colours like that. Well, what am I kidding? I always like to do bright colours like that. Anyway guys, I have something else to announce. My partner Jesse is actually starting his own YouTube channel, and yeah, he has a video going up at the exact same time as now, and I'm actually in it. So yeah, if you want to hear some more stuff from, me and Jesse, go check out his channel, because he's starting up and he's got a couple videos on there already, and yeah, you should go subscribe to him. We actually go through some of his old artworks, similar to the videos that I've done recently with a little sketchbook tour, and how we both talk about it. And yeah, it's just kind of cool, video. You should go check it out. Just do it. But anyways, back to my illustration. I've decided that I want to do simple kind of clothing for her. So she's got, light blue jeans with the little rips in it, and for her shirt I wanted to try something different. I actually decided to do a little pattern on her shirt, and instead of like colouring it in fully. And I kind of really like that it's very light colour. Like I left most of the white on her shirt already, and I just did little bits of like a bluey green colour, and I did little bits of, the little dots all over it, and I think it looks pretty neat how it's got a bit more texture as the pattern. And now for the watercolour section of this artwork. Yes, I know it's a bit similar to the unicorn one I did recently, but I've just been having fun with mixing the medias up. Anyways, I first went through and wetted the whole background, and then I dropped in bits of watercolour paint. Now, last time I did this, I mentioned that sometimes it doesn't always go as planned, but sometimes it does. This time, at the start, it didn't really turn out how I would have expected, but I ended up getting around that, and I will get into that part later of how I got around how I wanted it to look. But anyways, I dropped in some little bits of red and blue, but the colors I chose weren't the best match. It was a very warm red and a very cool blue, so the parts where they were mixing was starting to go a bit muddy and really dark. And I really did love the patterns in them, but the two colors didn't really suit each other very well. I kind of wanted them to mix and do a purple, turn to a little bit of a purpley color throughout, but that wasn't happening. So what I actually did was I went over with a glazing layer of some purple, and that kind of toned the whole piece down, I guess. It harmonized, I can't even speak at the moment. It harmonized the colors and made them all a bit more closer to what I planned on having them. And yeah, it kind of just really improved the piece. I'm actually really glad that I decided to do the glazing layer of purple, because I was getting a little bit worried that the piece was a bit ruined, because it wasn't going the way I wanted it. But yeah, after that layer dried, I went over in more layers of just some more blue and more red, just to kind of bring back those colors a little bit, because obviously the purple is going to make them very similar, and I wanted some parts of the artwork more bluey and more reddy. So yeah, I did that, and it turned out pretty good, I reckon, and a bit closer to what I was hoping it would be. Now, I was planning on doing it as a galaxy kind of pattern and doing stars, but I've been doing that a lot recently, and I decided to take it in a different direction. So what I did with that was that I decided to put down little patches of water over the piece, just little circles here and there randomly, and then I would dab it off with a tissue. And what that would do is that it would lift a bit of the paint, so it would kind of make that part lighter. And I just did that over and over, and I waited till that layer dried, and I did it again and again to try and get like a really interesting light effect, and it's kind of really cool. I actually really like how I did that. It's a very watercolor-esque texture, and yeah, I love it. I love how it has the kind of raw edges around each little patch, of where the water was, and I love how it's kind of how do I say, flawed in a way, but I actually really like that. And after I went over the background and finished it, I removed the tape, and then I went over the whole thing with pencils just to kind of add a little bit more contrast in the hair, and also fix little parts that I had, messed up with the paint. And here is what the final illustration looks like. And to be honest, I really do like it, and it was a lot of fun to make. Please let me know what you guys think below. If you have any ideas of what I should draw in the future, please comment below and I may pick a few of those to do. Definitely go check out Jesse's video. Like I said, this is not a collab or anything. I'm just giving him a bit of a shout out because he's starting off his channel, and I think he'll do well. So that's all from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.